In a world where silence often conveys profound truths, the real secret to attraction lies not in pursuit, but in confident restraint. The harsh reality is that women are not drawn to men who chase them. Rather, they are captivated by those who elicit the need for pursuit. They are enchanted by individuals who command respect without demanding attention. Once you begin to chase, you disrupt the balance, diminishing the allure in her gaze. But what if you could turn the tables? By embracing Stoic virtues like self-control and emotional detachment, you can fundamentally shift the dynamic, compelling her to seek a place in your life. We have been conditioned to believe that relentless effort guarantees affection. However, the more you strive, the further away she may retreat. Consider this. How often do endless messages, extravagant dates, and grand gestures lead to increased distance instead of intimacy? Value increases when scarcity exists. When you are always available, your allure fades. Now picture yourself as the challenge she eagerly wants to conquer, simply by stepping back. Let's explore this transformative mindset. By tapping into Stoic wisdom, you create an air of mystery and intrigue that naturally draws others in. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to gain insights on flipping the odds in your favor. Together, let's redefine what true attraction means. The journey to understanding attraction is not about chasing, but about embodying the qualities that inspire pursuit. By practicing Stoicism, you become a magnet, inviting interest and admiration rather than demanding it. Number 1. Understand why she left. Have you ever wondered why she seems to withdraw, leaving you to question everything? This isn't some random turn in the plot of your life. Women rarely pull away without reason, and it's often about balance, attraction, and, most importantly, a shift in the dynamics of power. When she feels that she holds too much control in the relationship, her interest begins to fade, naturally, not because she's indifferent or playing games, but because this behavior taps into a deep human nature. When something or someone becomes too easy to obtain, our desire for it diminishes. Think about it. If she senses you're always available, ready to follow her lead without question, the mystery and space that kept her interested in the first place start to vanish. You might think constant attention or unconditional availability is the way to show your commitment, but in reality, you're eroding what drew her to you initially, the appeal of someone with boundaries and self-respect. Now, consider this. Women often test men, whether consciously or not, to gauge their confidence and independence. These tests are subtle. A slow reply, a distant tone, or a seemingly indifferent response. These are moments when she's looking to see if you can remain steady or if you'll rush to fix things as soon as she takes a step back. When you jump in to win her over, it reinforces that she holds control, and that's when her attraction wanes. Imagine this. You've been seeing each other for a while. Things are going smoothly, and suddenly her responses start taking hours or even days. At first, it's easy to dismiss, but eventually it forms a pattern. You might feel compelled to respond with a message that shows your care, or maybe you're overlooking a deeper shift in dynamics. This isn't about chasing her or trying to return to what once was. It's about creating space, allowing her to feel the contrast between your presence and your absence. When you resist the urge to communicate excessively or to immediately set things right, you're restoring a balance of power. You're communicating, without words, that your value isn't tied to her immediate approval. You're demonstrating that you're confident enough to give things room to breathe. Think of this as a realignment, where you give her the space to come to you. When you resist the instinct to pursue, to call, or to message, you're reinforcing your own worth, and this is where true attraction, grounded in respect and mutual dependence, comes into play. She begins to recall the appeal of your presence, because it's no longer guaranteed, no longer predictable. Number 2. Reclaiming control and earning respect. As you start to understand the deeper reasons behind her withdrawal, there's a transformative step you can take: emotional detachment. Imagine the strength in no longer being there at her every whim, no longer reacting to every subtle shift in her demeanor. By stepping back emotionally, you're creating space for her to experience your absence. And trust me, that space is powerful. It forms a vacuum where she starts to notice what it feels like when you're not always there, just a button away. Here's the truth. When you stop over-caring, she begins to care more. This isn't about manipulation. It's about restoring balance and commanding respect quietly. Emotional detachment is no easy feat, yet it's precisely where most men falter. Why? Because they fear that showing less interest will push her away for good. But here's the paradox. The moment you stop being perpetually available, stop seeking her approval, and let go of the need to react to everything she does, that's when your appeal intensifies. Think about it. How many times have you wanted something more because it was just out of reach? It's human nature to value what isn't easily accessible. This principle is at play here. When she feels that you're no longer hanging on her every word or post, she senses the shift, and that's when she starts to notice. This isn't about rebellion or playing hard to get. It's about displaying a calm, detached state. When she withdraws, your response should be steady, almost indifferent. No texts or calls are necessary. Don't check her Instagram stories or engage with her posts. Instead, become a quiet presence, letting your silence speak volumes. Why? Because sometimes silence communicates more than words ever could. Without immediate responses from you, she has the space to wonder, to question, and that stirs curiosity. Freedom isn't just about detachment. It's about letting her form an independent view of your worth. By not being constantly present, you allow her to feel the void, and that awakens her curiosity. Number 3, make yourself independent. One of the most transformative steps you can take to regain a sense of balance and confidence is to invest in yourself, not just in your appearance, but in the things that truly fulfill you. Building your interests, cultivating personal goals, and exploring areas you're passionate about will help you grow into a stronger, more self-reliant individual. Keep in mind, true attraction doesn't come solely from wanting someone to follow you, but from becoming someone who moves confidently through life with their own purpose. People are naturally drawn to those who aren't reliant on external validation to feel complete, and this independence creates a magnetic appeal that is nearly impossible to resist. By diving into your own passions and interests, you build a life that is genuinely fulfilling and unique. This independence is compelling because it signals that your world is vibrant and whole on its own. Show them that your joy doesn't depend on anyone else's attention. Rather, it flourishes in its own space. This message is powerful. You stand firm and can thrive without leaning on anyone's approval. Consider branching out, taking up new activities, and nurturing a social circle that brings out the best in you. When you're truly engaged in life with self-assured energy, you become a source of inspiration to those around you, attracting people who admire your pursuit of purpose. This doesn't just enhance your own sense of value, it sparks a genuine curiosity in others to understand the person you are becoming. And in doing so, you naturally inspire others to be drawn into the life you are building. Number 4, reclaiming your strength through silence. One of the most potent strategies in your Stoic toolkit is understanding the impact of deliberate silence, what some call the no contact rule. This isn't just about choosing not to respond. It's about cultivating an absence so compelling that it prompts the other person to reassess the entire relationship, often subconsciously. People come to expect a certain level of pursuit, a response to their actions. They're accustomed to individuals who, uncomfortable with quiet, reach out to maintain the flow of conversation, looking to reaffirm their place. But when you step away entirely, it disrupts that dynamic of control. Without the familiar signals, the power balance shifts. Suddenly, she's left wondering, what happened? Has he moved on? Is there still interest? This is not about playing games. It's about realigning the relationship. Demonstrating that you maintain strength within yourself, untouched by what anyone might think or expect. In a world where constant communication is the norm, where social media and messaging apps create windows into every aspect of our lives, this intentional silence is disruptive. With the digital flood of immediate responses and perpetual connection, the absence you create isn't just silence, it's a powerful void that only her own thoughts can fill. She can no longer check your latest posts, can't see if you're out with friends, and that absence demands her attention. In the end, that growing thought will bring her back, compelling her to reconnect. This silence, this void, does more than occupy space. It fosters respect, encourages reflection, and subtly shifts the weight of connection back to you, leaving her to question whether she's truly ready to let you go. Number 5, the power of reclaiming your focus. One of the most common traps people fall into during times of separation or distance is an anxious waiting game. They obsessively check their phones, track the minutes, and anxiously await the other person's response. But this isn't just a period to linger in uncertainty. It's a chance to redirect all that energy toward becoming someone you can respect, someone stronger and more resilient than you might realize. When the time does come, when they reach out, you want to be someone different from who they left. Not an altered personality, but a stronger, more grounded version of yourself. Someone not easily shaken by uncertainty or waiting. This isn't about making them miss you. It's about building a life that feels worthy, no matter what the outcome. You're creating a version of yourself that, if they return, they have to work to keep. Imagine it. Some of the most successful, respected individuals have gone through periods of loss, heartache, or silence. Yet, when things shifted, it wasn't just what they had achieved, it was the undeniable strength they had gained that made others long to be a part of their new chapter. You shift from needing their validation to finding strength in who you are. This quiet period, it's a gift, an opportunity, and the biggest mistake you could make is to waste it. Instead of counting the days until their message arrives, invest each day in building your own life. When they finally see the person you've become, a person with purpose and self-confidence, they'll want to belong to that life you've constructed. Number 6, transforming pain into unstoppable strength. Pain is real, raw, and undeniable. But it also holds an unspoken strength, a power that, if tapped into with the right focus, can drive you farther than you ever thought possible. Every pang of longing, every urge to reach out, every rejection, they are more than just passing waves of emotion. They're fuel, waiting to be ignited. Most men let heartbreak define them, replaying memories, surrendering to self-pity while drowning in the comfort of familiarity. But this is the pivotal moment where you can break free and push yourself in ways you might never have imagined. This is where many give up. But you're not like the others. You have the chance to prove you can transform pain into strength, turning loss into a catalyst that pushes you toward growth. Whenever that urge hits, view it as a signal to double down on self-improvement. Dive into the gym, push your career forward, or master a skill you've always wanted to learn. Each time you divert your focus, you're building a chance for your own advancement. History is filled with individuals, athletes, business magnates, and others who faced crushing heartbreak but didn't let it hold them back. Instead, they used it as the fuel to propel themselves to new heights. This moment, painful as it is, can be your catalyst. When you feel that empty void, resist the urge to numb it with mindless distractions or binge watching. Shift that energy toward building a new foundation for yourself, one that reaches for greatness. And remember, people often come back, but by then you'll be grounded in your new reality, no longer needing validation from those who once loved. Number 7, become consistent. To achieve emotional strength, we must learn how to transform our pain into a driving force. When faced with heartbreak, use that pain as a springboard. The only revenge worth pursuing is building a life so fulfilling that memories of your past become distant chapters in your personal story. This is your moment. Don't squander it. It forms the bedrock of all successful relationships and achievements. Without this foundation, you risk being swayed by others' opinions, moods, and actions. However, when you cultivate this inner strength, you become resilient enough to navigate the ebbs and flows of daily interactions. Consider this. Without emotional strength, every challenge or retreat feels like a personal blow. Each time she pulls away or tests your resolve, it can shake you to your core. Yet when you have established that emotional foundation, those moments become manageable. You learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It's about remaining steady and calm, regardless of the chaos around you. Changes in her mood, silent moments, or even her distance no longer dictate your inner state. Instead, you maintain your composure, focus, and remain undisturbed. Here's the remarkable part. By embodying this unwavering presence, you become someone she can rely on. You become a pillar in her life, a source of stability in an unpredictable world. Look at the most successful men around you. They don't rush to call her at the first sign of trouble. Instead, they stay composed, focusing on their own growth, allowing her to witness that her actions no longer dictate your emotional responses. And this is what sets apart successful men in relationships from those who struggle. Emotional strength is your armor and shield. Once you master it, no one, not even the woman you love, can shake your resolve. It is a transformative power that defines your character and shapes your interactions. By investing in yourself and your emotional resilience, you pave the way for deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. Building this strength takes time and effort. It involves self-reflection, understanding your triggers, and developing coping mechanisms. Engage in activities that bolster your confidence and reinforce your self-worth. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you rather than drain your energy. Practice mindfulness and meditation to cultivate a calm center amid the storms of life. This process is not merely about surviving challenges, it is about thriving because of them. As you strengthen your emotional core, you will find yourself responding differently to setbacks. Challenges will become opportunities for growth. You will see every disappointment as a chance to learn and evolve. Each time you confront adversity, you will emerge stronger and more prepared for whatever comes next. Emotional resilience allows you to set boundaries without guilt. You will not feel the need to over-explain your decisions or seek validation from others. You will understand that your feelings are valid and you have the right to prioritize your well-being. This clarity will empower you to make choices that serve your highest good. Moreover, cultivating emotional strength helps you develop healthier relationships. You will communicate your needs clearly and assertively without fear of rejection. You will listen to others with empathy and understanding, fostering deeper connections built on mutual respect. As you grow emotionally, you will attract people who appreciate and support your journey, creating a positive feedback loop of encouragement and growth. Remember, the goal is not to become emotionally invulnerable. Rather, it is to create a solid foundation that allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Embrace vulnerability as a strength, understanding that it is a part of the human experience. By allowing yourself to feel deeply, you will connect more authentically with others. In the end, it all comes down to your commitment to self-improvement. Each day presents a new opportunity to strengthen your emotional resilience. Embrace the challenges as stepping stones on your path to growth. As you cultivate this strength, you will not only enhance your life, but also become a source of inspiration for those around you. Let your journey be a testament to the power of transformation. Turn your pain into purpose and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful, unexpected ways. You have the power to shape your narrative, to rise above adversity, and to build a life that reflects your true potential. Embrace this journey with open arms and let it lead you to new heights of fulfillment and success. Number 8, let her miss you, the power of absence. To make her remember you, there's a simple yet profound truth. Stop giving her your attention. In a sea of noise, your silence becomes a powerful signal. When you withdraw, she starts to wonder why you're not reaching out. Why haven't you reacted to her posts? This uncertainty piques her curiosity and creates an allure that's hard to resist. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but it also stirs the mind into a whirl of questions. Imagine yourself as the guy who always liked her pictures and commented on her stories. You think this shows genuine interest, but in reality it can drown you out in the background. This time, though, you hold back. No comments, no likes, no quick reactions. Now, in her mind, a new narrative unfolds. She starts to question if she has lost you. Has he moved on? The suspense builds, creating a tension that draws you in. Every moment she goes without hearing from you, every ignored post adds weight to your absence. If she begins to post more provocative images or cryptic messages, resist the urge to engage. Take a step back. Give her space to feel the distance. In this silence, you become more than just another notification on her feed. You transform into the quiet presence that lingers in her thoughts, an absence that she can't ignore. Your silence becomes the most potent tool in your arsenal to make her think of you. Instead of chasing after her, allow her to seek you out. When she realizes she can't easily contact you or pull you back into the fray, something powerful happens. You become the person she eagerly awaits messages from. Keep your communications concise and confident, reminding her that if she desires your attention, she must earn it. This shift in dynamics can change everything. She begins to see you as someone worth her time and effort. Your absence creates a sense of longing, a craving for the connection you once shared. The more she feels this distance, the more she reflects on the memories you've created together. You aren't just another voice in her timeline. You've become a thought that resonates deeply within her. In this modern age of constant connectivity, the greatest gift you can give is the gift of space. Let her remember you for the moments you shared and the silence you now uphold. This absence isn't merely about withdrawing, it's about fostering a longing that can draw her back to you in a way that mere attention never could. Number 9, master your reaction when she reconnects. When she reaches out, the first instinct is to react, but the key here is to resist the urge to respond with eagerness. The truth is that her message could be a test. She might miss you, be curious about your life, or perhaps she's seeking validation. Whatever the reason, your worst move would be to reply immediately with an emotional, lengthy message. Such a response only reinforces her position of power. Instead, focus on showing that you are busy, concentrating, and advancing in your life. This approach will lead her to wonder if she still holds any significance in your world. By delaying your response and keeping it brief, you communicate that your life no longer revolves around her. This creates uncertainty in her mind. She will start to think, has he moved on? Is he seeing someone else? Why isn't he as eager as before? This uncertainty is precisely what you want. It keeps her intrigued and makes her realize that she no longer controls your reactions. Responding with moderation is essential. You might say something like, "Yeah, I might have a lot going on this week, but we'll see." This keeps control firmly in your hands and indicates that she is not your top priority anymore. You are signaling that if she wants to see you, it will be on your terms and fit into your schedule. This tactic is effective because women are naturally attracted to men with purpose and direction. When she observes that you are not willing to abandon everything for her, it sends a powerful message. You are someone who doesn't need her validation to feel complete. This is not merely about winning her back, it's about demonstrating to both her and yourself that you are stronger, more independent, and in command of your life. The man she reaches out to is no longer the same one she left. You have leveled up, and if she wishes to return, she must prove that she deserves your time and attention. This transformation speaks volumes about your growth and resilience. You become a man of substance, one who commands respect and does not settle for less than he deserves. Remember, the essence of Stoicism lies in mastering your reactions. Each interaction is an opportunity to affirm your strength and independence. By practicing restraint, you cultivate a sense of self-retreat that not only empowers you, but also influences those around you. In moments like these, when you face the pull of desire and the temptation to revert to old habits, pause and reflect. Assess what truly matters. Your journey is not defined by her acknowledgement, but by your personal growth and commitment to your own path. Embrace the silence and the uncertainty it brings. Use it to reinforce your self-worth and clarity of purpose. Your response is not just a reaction, it's a testament to your character. You are not simply playing a game, you are setting the standard for how you wish to be treated. Your value is intrinsic and should not be dictated by anyone else's whims or desires. By prioritizing your own well-being, you create a foundation for healthier relationships in the future. This approach requires courage. It involves stepping away from immediate gratification and embracing the discomfort of not knowing. Yet this is where true growth occurs. Each moment of restraint strengthens your resolve and reaffirms your commitment to living a life aligned with your values. As you navigate these interactions, keep your goals in sight. Recognize that this is about more than just one person. It's about your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Each time you choose to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively, you solidify your progress. In the grand tapestry of life, your choices are the threads that create your unique narrative. Weave a story of resilience, independence, and self-respect. Show the world that you are not just a passive player in someone else's game, but the author of your destiny. Embrace this mindset and let it guide your interactions. The next time she reaches out, remember that your response is an opportunity to showcase your growth. Hold your ground and let your strength shine through. The power lies in your hands. Number 10. Becoming the man she respects. She's back, but this time everything has changed. You are no longer the man who waits around. She expects the old you, the one who was always available and accommodating. But now she faces a man who values himself above all. It's time for her to prove her commitment and respect your boundaries. You have transformed, your priorities have shifted, and your self-worth has blossomed. This is not just a return to a relationship. It's an invitation for her to step up. She must understand that your time is a limited resource. You won't simply drop everything for her anymore. The man she once knew is gone. Now she encounters a stronger, more resolute version of you who understands that relationships are built on mutual respect and effort. If she tries to play games or withdraw, don't waver. Remind her that you are not here to chase after anyone. You are here to cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment, one that does not revolve around her whims. Your goals, ambitions, and passions come first. By establishing this clarity, you communicate that you are serious about who you are and what you want in your life. Consistency is key. Boundaries only hold when you stand firm. If she attempts to test you by withdrawing or creating drama, remain steady. It's essential for her to realize that your boundaries are not negotiable. They exist to protect your energy and your peace of mind. She needs to recognize that if she crosses the line, you are prepared to walk away without hesitation. This is not a threat. It is a declaration of your self-respect. This journey is about creating an atmosphere of respect. If she cannot honor your limits, it reflects a lack of appreciation for the person you have become. You are not just any man. You are a man capable of commanding respect, a man she cannot control. And this realization is what will set the tone for your interactions moving forward. But here's the ultimate truth. True strength lies not in bringing her back, but in becoming the kind of man who can walk away if she doesn't meet your standards. This journey is not solely about repairing a relationship. It's about elevating yourself. The focus shifts from seeking her approval to seeking your own growth. As you invest in yourself mentally and physically, you'll discover that your choices begin to expand. No longer will your happiness hinge on her presence or attention. Instead, you will cultivate a sense of fulfillment that radiates from within. You will notice that it is not just about her wanting your attention. You will have options. As you become more secure in your own identity, you attract people who appreciate you for who you are, rather than what you can give them. People are drawn to confidence, to the calm independence that radiates from someone who knows their worth. This power can become your foundation as you continue this journey of growth. Challenge yourself to set boundaries, invest in your own improvement, and embrace solitude as a way to naturally attract others to you. By valuing your own journey, you send a message that you are not defined by others. You become a magnet for those who respect and value the same principles. This attracts a different kind of energy into your life, one that is healthy and nurturing. Attraction built on self-respect and self-retreat is lasting and genuine. You create an environment where both parties can thrive. If this message resonates with you, take action. Invest in yourself. Stand firm in your beliefs and be the man who inspires respect. This isn't just about winning her back. It's about creating a life that is enriching and fulfilling, regardless of who chooses to join you on this path. So, as you navigate this journey, remember that the most significant changes occur within. By embodying the qualities you wish to see in others, you set the stage for meaningful connections. Focus on growth, resilience, and self-discovery, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. If this message resonates with you, be sure to like this and let me know your thoughts.